I use some of the rules I got on this show and some of the rules I did on the blog. Some of my favorite rules. I don't remember if it came from this show, but one that a reader sent in or a listener sent in was, don't drink milk. Don't buy cereals that change the color of the milk, which I thought was such an elegant way to get away from chemically treated cereal. And another one that I got from listeners or readers was, and this came from both a Jewish and an Italian grandmother. The whiter the bread, the sooner you'll be dead. I love for its bluntness. It's very harsh, but it turns out there's a lot of science to back it up. I mean, white flour is not very good for you.
The first section of Food Rules is called Eat Food. Do we eat things that aren't food?
Yeah, that's the hard part. You know, it sounds very simple. What should you eat? You should eat food. But there's a lot of what I call edible food-like substances now in the supermarket masquerading as food. And so the whole first section of this book is a series of rules or algorithms that will help you distinguish the real food from this other stuff. And this other stuff is really the novel creations of food science over the last 50 or 75 years. And
so Rule 2 says don't eat anything that our grandmothers or great-grandmothers wouldn't recognize as food. That suggests that Americans ate better during the Great Depression.
Well, they often did, and in fact, you know, rates of if you look at rates of chronic disease, they were better then. They were much better during the war too.
But hasn't life expectancy gone up?
Yeah, life expectancy has gone up since the beginning of the century, but most of the gain, it's gone up about 17 years, and 11 of those years are attributed to a surviving childhood, essentially, improved rates of infant mortality, and childhood health and inoculations and things like that. And then we've added 6 years at the end of life through our heroic interventions on heart disease and cancer and things like that. It is not a superior diet that accounts for our longer lives. To the contrary, the American diet is responsible for about 3/4 of the healthcare spending. I mean, we spend it on chronic diseases linked to diet. That is, the healthcare crisis is a euphemism for the catastrophe of the American diet.